I'm Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different, and every breakup is different. Work with me, and you'll get professional help on your situation. Just click on the link in the description below, or go to my website, askcraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Kenneth, and in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about will they forgive me? So, we all make mistakes in relationships. Nobody's perfect. We're human. We do it all the time. Sometimes they're small mistakes, such as, forgetting to lift the lid. Or sometimes they're really big mistakes, like, lying and cheating. So, when we feel disconnected from our partner, it triggers our anxiety. We feel abandoned, and if we don't have that trust there, it's scary because we don't really know if that partner is really committed to us and the relationship that we've been in and that we're invested in. And I've got a good email today with somebody who betrayed her partner's trust, and let's see what she says about that. She's in her mid-40s, and so is he. They've been on and off for years. And she said most recently they were together for 3 months. Or maybe they've been off together for 3 months. I'm guessing it was that they were together because she just said most recently 3 months. So she said, I lied to him. My soon-to-be ex-husband did the grand gesture. So she was married. He knew this. He was married. They were both in marriages. They were ending both of their relationships. Now, they've been friends since they were kids. So it's not like they found each other and cheated on their partners or anything like that. At least according to what she told me. They've been friends for many, many years. And they were both happening to come out of unhappy relationships at the same time. So she said, I lied to him. My soon-to-be ex did the grand gesture. He wanted to take her on a trip to, I guess maybe rekindle things with her. And she said, I should have told him why it was happening, but I was scared. When he asked me the details, I didn't come clean at first. And then I did. So as soon as she came clean, he was pissed. Because he probably thought something more was going on there than really was. She said, I know the trip wasn't going to change anything, but I felt like I couldn't say no. Filing for a divorce when I returned from my business trip, that was already my plan. Marriage has been bad the entire time. We live in different states. I travel a lot for work. I can still see him often. I've known him since we were kids. She said, at first I was calling trying to explain. He blocked and unblocked my number because he said he didn't want to talk. He said, it's not that he doesn't love me, he doesn't trust me. Very, very hard to be in a relationship with somebody you don't trust. Yesterday, sent an email apologizing, admitting I was wrong. He responds that he accepts my apology, but has no desire to place his trust in me. This all started 12/29. Guys, I gotta tell you, please, when you write your emails, I know a lot of you have so much anxiety, you just write to get it to me, but paint a picture for me. Help me see the big picture as to what is going on, because the better I can see it, the more I'm going to be able to give you an accurate assessment, okay? So that's just some insight into what it's like for me, because as you can see, sometimes I struggle to read these things, and I'm reading it just as it said, and then sometimes I'm trying to process it as I'm saying it to you guys. So really take a few times, look over what you send me in the coachings, read it, then read it like you've never knew the situation before. Because if I can get a good feel, you're going to get a really good understanding from my perspective, okay? I asked what the two biggest problems in the relationship were. She said, I lied, which was out of character for me. And then she said, being married, which was never an issue until I lied. Now he questions my intention moving forward, although they are exactly what I told him. My ex, cheated, lied, hit me, all within our 2-year marriage. Okay, so the husband that she's separating from had cheated, lied, and hit her. Okay. I think she meant to say had. She said ha. So, she was in a terrible marriage. She's trying to get out. She really cares about this guy. I don't know why she felt the need to lie to him. But man, sometimes you lie, and it really comes back to get you, even if your intention wasn't bad. Because I don't think her intentions were bad here. But now, he doesn't know that. He sees it as a character flaw and sees it as, well, if you do it to me now, how can I trust you? And it's true. Because if somebody betrays your trust, it's very hard to feel safe with them. So, she said, found out for sure about his affair 3 months after we got married. I didn't leave. That was the last time. He hit me a 1.5 years ago. We had no intimacy, not to mention sex life is terrible, and the communication is off. That's why I'm getting divorced. Well, good for you for getting out of that terrible relationship. There's no reason to stay with somebody that is abusing you, either physically or mentally or emotionally. You know, you have one life to live, and you want to find somebody that is going to treat you like you mean the world to them. So, she says we've known each other since we were children. He's been married before and is currently divorced with 2 kids. He's been divorced for about 5 years. We've always stayed in touch while living our lives and have always been close. Romantically, together, everything feels so good for the both of us. I wasn't rushing into anything. Was just going to give it a shot at a great relationship now that we are both available. See, that's good because she waited. They're both available now. They're going to try and give it a shot. But now, started things off really badly. I know I would have needed time to clear my ex out of my system, but he's been clearing himself out of my system unknowingly for the past 1.5 years. Like I said, it's not like we've been bonding through conversation, great times, and great sex. He could feel that I was pulling away because I had told him in my actions. That's where the grand gesture came from. Although I care about him as a human being, and we get along as 2 roommates, there's no romantic spark left. Well, why would she feel a romantic connection to a man that has hit her and not able to emotionally connect with her and be in tune with her? So, I felt bad after him purchasing tickets to go out of his way for this vacation or not go. I should have mentioned it to the person I was noticing and let them know I would be going in a few weeks just out of the kindness, but I didn't. Instead, I waited to the day of and told them that I didn't know about it and was basically surprised and caught off guard and went. Truth is, I didn't know about it, didn't want to go, and called the other person the whole time. I didn't want to be there with the person I was with. So she felt obligated to go. She felt like she needed to go, even though she didn't want to. She probably felt uncomfortable the whole time, just wanted to talk to the guy that she was interested in, and wound up. She should have stuck to her guns in this situation and said, I'm not going. This relationship is over. And now, it really stinks because she really cares about this new guy. And now he doesn't trust her because she was trying to be kind to this old guy that she didn't even want to be with anymore. That really does suck. Is there any chance I can get the love of my life back? At this point, he shut me out because he's not wanting to play, or he's wanting a real relationship with me and feels that I'm no longer trustworthy because I made one very bad decision. So what I wanted to ask her was, were they really exclusive at the time? I don't know if they were, because she was just getting out of this marriage. I understand they were probably talking, but, you know, if they weren't in an exclusive relationship and it wasn't said and put on the table, he really can't get as mad as he is. Yes, she did lie, but she was still trying to get out of this marriage, and he doesn't understand that she was doing it out of maybe some sort of guilt. I call here and there sometimes. He answers sometimes. He won't most times. He wouldn't. He blocked me on and off sometimes and blocked sometimes. Last contact was the email that I sent last night, to which I've already stated his response. I just don't know what to do next and how I can get him back. Is there a chance he'll come back? He's attractive and a good catch, and I just know he will have a hard time meeting someone else. I just know he will have a hard time meeting someone else. I'm sure he doesn't have to look far. He's attractive and a good catch, and I just know I think she meant to say he will not have a hard time meeting someone else. Alright, so let's start with your limiting belief here. Yes, he may be a good catch, but that doesn't mean that you won't find somebody else either if this situation doesn't work out. I understand you made a mistake, but don't put tremendous amounts of pressure on yourself because of this mistake. It stinks. You made a mistake, you owned up to it, and he's going to have to be able to work with you here and communicate like an adult. You know, guys, I gotta tell you, be very, very careful when you're in a romantic relationship to not do anything to betray your partner's trust, because it usually comes back around, and, you know, karma, it's brutal. In this case, she wasn't even trying to be malicious, or she didn't even want anything to do with her husband, and she was just doing it as some sort of obligation. But now this new romantic relationship is starting off where he feels betrayed, doesn't think he can even trust her. What I would do is, you've already owned up to the mistake, and he's making it seem like he wants nothing to do with you as he's blocking you, right? You can't keep pursuing somebody that's saying, I'm blocking you, right? If they block you, then say, okay, I gotta move on. I wouldn't reach out or anything on social media. You know, don't delete him as friends in this situation, because, you know, you still would like to work it out with him, and this isn't like a situation where he just broke up with you and he started dating other people. This is more of a situation where you did something wrong, and now he doesn't feel like you're trustworthy or that he can care about you. So those situations can definitely be a lot trickier. And there's a lot of little details that I look for with them for you guys. So I would leave him alone and let him come to you. And when he does, just say, look, I care about you and I want this to work, but what am I supposed to do? You don't trust me. I don't know how to earn your trust. You tell me, what can I do to earn your trust back? Put it on him. Let him tell you. If he says nothing, there's nothing I can do, then just say, well, that's not what I want. I'd like to work this out, so, you know, I'm going to leave you alone, and then call me if you change your mind. That way, it's on him. And if he does call, you know it's because he's changed his mind. There's no reason to keep chasing somebody that's literally trying to block you out of their life. Granted, do I think he means it? No. He's playing a little bit of a game here, and he's trying to punish her. And a lot of people do that, but it's not really acting like an adult, like I said. You know, if you have to act like an adult and put your cards on the table and say, look, I made a mistake. What do I have to do to fix this with you? Is there anything I could do to fix this with you? If there's not, I understand. This is all my fault. I lied to you. I own it. If I can do something, tell me what it is, and I will do it. But constantly playing this game of blocking and unblocking and then chasing him when he's blocking you, that's not going to get anywhere, and it's not going to get resolved. So, every situation, you know, is different with these lies and distrust. I talked with a different guy today. As a matter of fact, we did a Skype where he had been sexting with some other women in his relationship, but he never, you know, physically cheated on her. She found out. She doesn't trust him in that situation, so we talked about that today, and I gave him some strategies on how to correct things. But, you know, the bottom line is, he's blocking you. He's saying, I don't want to do this. He's blocking you. Then he unblocks you, just to see if you've texted him, so he still cares. But you have to correct this with him, and he's got to be able to say, okay, this is what I need you to do to fix this with me. You have to communicate like an adult in this situation, because you made a mistake, you're trying to own it, you're trying to correct it, but playing these games, blocking, unblocking, ignoring, and then texting you back, I mean, none of that is going to get this resolved so you can have a good, happy relationship together that you've been wanting. I mean, you've known him for years, and you've been wanting this for years. So, difficult situation. Unfortunate, because she was trying to do something to just please her ex-husband and just get out of the marriage without some drama, and now it wound up causing all kinds of drama in this new relationship. So, if you want to get my help personally, go to my website, askcraig.net, and sign up for the coaching option that works best for you. If you like this video and appreciate the videos I put out every day, put a like on there because I do appreciate it. And be sure to subscribe to my channel because I do post videos Monday through Friday. But that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth, and I will talk with you soon.